Have you ever waited by your phone, staring at a blank screen, hoping for just one message from them? Just one, hey, one sign that they miss you too? It's a quiet kind of heartbreak, one where nothing happens yet everything hurts. That ache in your chest? It's not just missing someone, it's your heart begging for closure, for answers, for love that once felt certain. But here's the truth: the more you chase them, the further they run. And the more silence you give, the more powerful you become. That's what today's video is all about. If you follow these 6 powerful steps, you won't have to beg, plead, or guess, because they will message you first. Not because you tricked them, but because you became unforgettable. So if you're tired of overthinking every word and wondering if you'll ever hear from them again, stick with me. Hit that subscribe button for more deep emotional insights like this. I promise the final tip will flip everything you thought you knew about love and control. The first and most powerful move: disappear. Not as a punishment, not as a game, but as a gift for yourself. Right now, your ex doesn't miss you because they still feel your energy hovering around them. Whether it's through texts, accidental story views, or just emotional availability, you're there, always there. And if you're always there, how can they ever feel your absence? So, what do? You vanish quietly, gracefully, no dramatic goodbye, no passive-aggressive quotes on social media. You simply stop texting, stop watching their stories, stop initiating. You create a void, a space where you used to be, and that space will echo. At first, they might not notice, days may pass, maybe even weeks, but then something will feel off to them. An invisible string that was always pulling gently is suddenly gone, and that silence, it will speak, it will whisper, "I'm not waiting for you anymore." And trust me, that message is louder than anything you could have said. This is when your ex begins to question, did I lose them for good? And when that fear creeps in, curiosity follows. That's the moment they begin typing, then deleting, then typing again. This next move is what makes silence golden. You don't just disappear, you evolve. Quietly, beautifully, and on your own terms. You don't sit in bed waiting. You rise, you rebuild, not to prove a point to them, but to prove your worth to yourself. Pick up your passions again, start journaling, learn to cook, redecorate your space, smile when nobody's watching. Every little step you take towards your own joy sends a message. I'm becoming whole without you. And even if your ex isn't watching directly, the energy will radiate through mutual friends, through your energy shift, through the way you carry yourself if they bump into you, and if they are lurking, even better. They'll see someone who looks different, glows different, lives different, and deep inside they'll feel it, that they're no longer the center of your world. That's when fear sets in, the fear that they've been replaced, not by another person, but by your own strength. And nothing is more attractive than someone who no longer needs, but simply chooses. Social media isn't about showing off. It's about planting seeds of curiosity. Let your life unfold in fragments, just enough to make them wonder what's changed. Share a sunset from a hilltop hike, a photo of you laughing over coffee, a snap of a book you're reading that says healing without you ever saying the word. No sad quotes, no cryptic lyrics, no "look how happy I am now" selfies. That's too obvious. Be poetic. Subtle. Let every post be a glimpse, not a declaration. Let them wonder who took that photo? Where are they now? Why do they look so peaceful? That wonder is the beginning of longing. And the beauty of this step, you never once have to break your silence. You don't have to text, call, or hint. You simply live and let them witness. Because when someone truly meant something to us, watching them move on without us is one of the hardest things to accept. And that discomfort, it pushes them toward their inbox to message you, to get a piece of that piece you now carry. Let's say your ex finally messages. Maybe it's a casual, hey, how have you been? Maybe it's a reaction to your story. Here's what most people do. They get too excited. They reply instantly, overcompensate, get pulled right back into old emotional patterns. But not you, not this time. You respond, but lightly, kindly, calmly, as if there's someone from a dream you've mostly forgotten, a name you once cherished, but no longer depend on. Your tone is neutral, gentle, gracious. You give them the space to wonder, did they really move on? And that space drives desire because people want what they feel slipping away. And if you meet them in person, same rules apply. Smile, make brief eye contact, keep conversations light. Don't dig up the past. Let them feel the chill, not because you're punishing them, but because you've grown into someone new, someone they no longer fully understand. And mystery? It's magnetic, especially when it's wrapped in grace. Now comes the part where most people hesitate, but the ones who win commit fully. You need to start moving on, even if your heart still whispers their name, because clinging to a fantasy holds you back, and letting go, that's what truly shifts the energy between you. So go on dates, not to make them jealous, but to feel your own desirability again. Explore friendships, travel solo, volunteer, say yes to life. And slowly, their grip on your soul will soften. Here's the twist. Your ex will feel this. They won't be able to explain it, but they'll sense your absence in a way that's heavy. And the moment they feel you slipping beyond their reach, that's when they panic, not because you manipulated them, but because the person who once waited has finally walked away. And if they want you back, they'll have to come get you. By now, they've felt your silence, seen your growth, watched your subtle shifts. But here's the final move. You evolve into someone they didn't see coming. You surprise them, not with drama, but with depth. Become emotionally intelligent, reflective, peaceful. Be the kind of person who doesn't argue to win, but listens to understand. Who doesn't chase love, but chooses it when it's mutual and respectful. Let your transformation be spiritual, emotional, real. Let them see a version of you that's no longer waiting. That version is irresistible because it's rare. Most people beg for closure, but you became the closure. And in doing so, you opened the door, not just for them to message you, but for you to decide whether you'll even reply. Thank you for staying with me through this entire journey. If you made it to the end, know this. You're not powerless. You're not broken. You're not too late. The love you gave was real, and so is your worth. Whether they message you tonight, next month, or never again, that doesn't define your value. What defines you is how you rise, how you heal, how you love yourself even when they don't. And that's what this journey is about. If this touched your heart in any way, I'd be honored if you'd subscribe to this channel. Drop a comment below and tell me where you're at in your healing. I promise to read them. You don't need to chase love to prove you're lovable. You already are. And if your ex messages you, Smile, you earned it. If they don't, smile anyway. You saved yourself.